So moving along, we got the first song, Broke. You wanna talk about that real quick?
That track right there was quite interesting. The way I approach Zamar is more of a therapeutic way. So a lot of times there's a lot of things that you can't really say to people because you're worried about how they're going to perceive you or what they're going to be thinking about what you're saying and what they're thinking about why you're saying it. But for me, I can take Zamar and I can put it in a way where I can fully express my thought before you even have the chance to come back and have a conversation with me. So it allows me to fully process what I'm thinking, as well as I use it to encourage myself in the midst of whatever the situation is, whether there be a situation or whether things be all good. I just try to use it to motivate myself. So nonetheless, that one was the track that I came up with based off of my financial situation at the time. I was going through a really, really, really hard time financially. That was a time where I had been applying for so many jobs. I had probably put in that time I probably put in well over 50 applications.
Good.
And I was getting no calls back. Then I'm getting emails saying, hey, for instance, like CVS, if you're watching, I don't like you.
Right.
Not right now. But if I had to get a prescription, I will come see you. But nonetheless, I put in a few applications with CVS, and I got an email back saying, thank you for your application. But this time we're looking for applicants better suited for what we're looking for. Better suited. I'm applying to work at the register.
Right.
To work at the register, to do stocking.
Right.
What are you looking for? It was all for a reason. In the grand scope of things, I do realize that everything that happened and that didn't happen was all for the reason that, Mr. Poole saw fit to put me in a certain position of what I feel to be able to get me to see a certain thing. Because I think that for a lot of us, sometimes when you're up so high, it's hard for you to listen. It's like if I keep winning, if I'm shooting the shots, it's going to be hard for the coach to tell me what I should do different. Because I'm going to tell him, hey, coach, I'm winning. Look at my stats. I'm winning. But if I'm at a point where I'm missing, I'm more receptive to what the coach is trying to get me to see. So I think that this whole process was just in order to get me to a certain point. I still feel as though there's still changes that, he might need to see fit he might see fit for me to make. But nonetheless, I do feel like it was all for a reason for me to be at that position. But I most definitely was 100% broke.
Right.
And it was frustrating. Yeah, that's an extremely frustrating thing, especially for me. I wasn't applying to do I wasn't applying to, trade stocks or Fortune 500 companies. I'm applying to work at simple jobs.
Right.
McDonald's.
Right.
Wendy's, CVS, Walmart,
right.
Kroger, Ingles,
right.
Everybody. And just nobody was giving me that call back, man. So it was just really humbling to see, because for me, I've always felt like if things ever got down to a bad point that, I'll just go out there and go do it. I'll go out there, I'll make it happen. I'm not worried about that, because I felt like I could just do these things. And what I had to realize is that everything that I felt like I was doing or I could do, it was only because one person allowed it. And what that process allowed me to see is just truly how little control I have on everything, but how much I really do have to rely on the Most High. Right. And I think a lot of times when things are going so well, you can kind of get to a point where you'll lose sight of that a little bit.
Yeah, we all been there, man. Still there.
Oh yeah, I'm still there now. Now make no mistake, I know I said at the time, but at that time it was even worse.
No, I understand.
That track actually was going to, I was going to release that track as a single at that time, because it was like, man, it's killing me. But let me tell you what's ironic about that.
What's that?
So this is a safe place.
Right.
That was such a rough time, because the reason why I did not release the track as a single at that time is because I did not want my wife to know how bad off we were. And I said, if I release this track, she is going to know 100% that we are broke.
Right.
And not only that, she's going to know that everybody knows
right.
we're broke. So that was a really big thing for me. And what I realized is I had a lot of pride. And a lot of times that can be hidden. You can hide your pride behind, doing what you feel like you gotta do as a man or being a provider. But a lot of times that can be just a cover up for, what it really is. And so you gotta look deeper to find what the real issue is. And I realized that was I had a really big problem with pride. So, and I think, to a degree, it's still a fight that I'm fighting. So I think everything is a fight every day. So it's definitely something I'm still, working with. But Yahuwah he's too, and he's Canaan, so y'all will overcome that too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so lessons got to be learned.
Yes, sir.
So you just got to be wise to recognize it. So.
That's it.
Okay.
If y'all hear it in one of my songs next, you know where it came from.
Okay.